Hello, folks. I want to welcome you and I want to thank you for attending this presentation. Now, the reason you're here is because someone very near and dear to you invited you to come out and check something out, and they wanted your opinion. They felt highly of you and they said, hey, I want you to check something out. I want your opinion on something. And that's very important that someone thinks of that of you. Now, so just because of that, I want to thank you for showing up. I want to thank you for your support. I want to thank you for supporting the person who invited you out. Before we get started though, folks, please, I want you to do me a huge favor, because I'm going to share some very vital information with you that you're going to really like, but if you're distracted, you're not going to get the grasp of it. So I want you to shut down, I want you to silence your cell phones. I want you to turn off your TV, shut off your radio, shut down Skype. There's nothing more distracting these days than Skype, guys. So please shut that stuff down. I also want you to grab a pen and paper, because you're going to be I want you to take some notes down, because it's very interesting information that I'm going to share with you today. Okay? I think you're going to find it very enlightening. The next thing I want to talk to you about is the fact that this is a semi-interactive webinar. By that I mean, somewhere on the screen, you're going to see an area where you can actually send an email. So if there's something that you just rather type rather than write, I know some people would rather type than write. Just type an email to me, and right after this presentation, I would answer it and get back to you. Okay, so very simple to do that. Now, here's what we're going to be covering. Okay, I'm going to show you how to help someone near and dear to you without taking a penny out of your pocket. Okay, very important concept here, because I'm sure when the person says, I need a huge favor, first thing people think is, oh my God, you're going to ask me for money, right? Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that without taking a penny out of your pocket. Now, another thing I'm going to show you is how to save money on all of your essential services. Very important thing. Next thing, and definitely not least, very exciting stuff, how to get paid to use your essential services. Now, a lot of people, when I say that, was, how do you do that? How do you get paid to use your services? There's no way, right? And I'm going to show you that concept in just in a few minutes. Now, before we go there, though, I want to allow you to introduce myself. Okay? My name is Frank Deming. Now, when a person invited you to see this presentation, they gave you a reason why they wanted you to see this presentation. It was something very near and dear to their heart. It was something that was very personal that they share with you. Okay? Now, I'm going to share my reason why I'm going to show you this presentation today. And basically, 11 years ago, my mother was diagnosed with cancer. And she subsequently had to remove one of her breasts as a result of that diagnosis. Now, the good news is that after a long, grueling battle with chemotherapy, she was able to live somewhat of a normal life. However, a few short months ago, after going to a doctor for a routine checkup, she was told that the cancer that she had resurfaced, but this time it was in her lungs. Now, the unfortunate thing is that she's now 11 years older, and she doesn't have the same medical coverage she had back then. So, you see, here's the thing. I needed to help my mom. I was like, I gotta help you out, Mom. Because now she's got all these unexpected medical bills that was laid upon her. Now, although the spirit was willing to help my mom out, the pocket wasn't able to. Because I was tapped out on all my bills myself. I'm a traditional business owner, and I run my business. So most of the revenue that I get from my business, it goes to my expenses at my home. Now, can anybody relate to you? I mean, does anybody have disposable income these days? I mean, be honest. If you do, then give me a call, because I want to show you how you got that disposable income, right? Now, I frantically began looking for a vehicle to help my mom out. I mean, that was the only thing on my mind. And what I will be presenting to you tonight is the vehicle that is allowing me to assist my mom with all her newly found medical expenses. But the more important thing about everything I just said here, though, folks, is that it is the same vehicle that will help out the person who invited you to watch this short presentation with her own cars. Okay? Very important for you to understand that. So I really want to thank you once again for coming out and checking this out. So without further ado, I'm going to show you that vehicle. And the name of the vehicle is ACN. Now, what is ACN? Very easy to answer. Basically, it's an international services provider company. Okay? We have been around since January of 1993. So we're coming up on 20 years now. So we're on our 20th year, put it that way. We're in 23 countries and 4 continents. That's powerful stuff. We have over $500 million in revenue, and we're growing. Year after year after year, we're growing. Millions of customers, and we're the world's largest direct seller of telecommunications and home services. So we're number 1 in terms of this business. Isn't that exciting stuff? But here's the funny thing about that. Although we're number 1, we're still less than 1% of the market share. And that's why this opportunity is so exciting. Because there's still a lot of room for growth and a lot of reasons how you can help out the person who invited and help out yourself. And I'll tell you more about that a little later. Like I said earlier, we're going to be talking about how you can save money. And how to save money, I'm going to show you that right now. Now, we've been featured in magazines such as Inc. Magazine, USA Today, Fortune Magazine, Success Magazine, Direct Selling News, a Success from Home Magazine, the Wall Street Journal. We've also been featured twice on the hit show Celebrity Apprentice on 2009 and 2011. Pretty exciting stuff. We're headquartered in North Carolina, in Concord, North Carolina. That's the world headquarters. Is near Charlotte, North Carolina. But we have 6 other headquarters throughout the world: Canada, Australia, Netherlands, Sweden, Korea, Poland. Now, a lot of people say, well, where are the, what do we offer? What is our system? What do we offer? Quite frankly, it's something that you're already doing right now. How many people can say have a cell phone? How many people watch television? How many people use gas and electric? How many people you have a home phone? I know that's probably gone down a little bit, but have a home phone. How many people use the internet? Basically, everybody uses this information. You still have to communicate, and that's the way of communicating these times. And those are the services that we offer. And it's not like we have these no-name brands. Our brands are things like Verizon, Dish Network, DirecTV, okay, Clear, Comcast, ADT. Those are our partners. Those who we do business with, people who you're using already. Now that's pretty exciting. That's one of the things that we're very, very excited about is energy, because we just started that towards the tail end of last year, and we're slowly getting all the market share in energy within the United States. We have some markets that are selected, and we're growing each month. Every 30 to 45 days, I believe, we get a new energy market in the States. So that's pretty exciting stuff. So would you say these are partners that you trust? You already use them? T-Mobile, Sprint, AT&T, Verizon. I mean, these are things that you're using every single day already. Now, people say, well, how do you save money? Well, here's our competitive advantage. As a traditional business person, okay, you have to do advertising. You have to do telemarketing. You have to do mass mailing. And that's how you get your customers, through all of this advertising stuff. Well, with ACN, using the same services that you're already using, we cut out all that middle stuff. And we do direct marketing to the customer. So when you save money on media advertising, telecommunications, telemarketing, and mass mailing, all of those savings goes to the customer via the vehicle called relationship marketing. A lot of people say, well, wait a minute, what's relationship marketing? Very simple. You probably are doing relationship marketing right now. Case in point, you probably went to a restaurant not too long ago. Right? You probably love the food or whatever, and you went out and got on the phone and you called somebody and said, hey, you got to check out restaurant XYZ on Main Street. It's awesome restaurant. You got to check it out. Right? It's great. The person probably got up the next weekend and went to the restaurant. Same thing. It was a part of a movie that premiered on Friday night, whatever. You checked it out. You liked it. You told a friend. Same thing. Right? So now, I just showed you how you can save money with our services. The next thing that we wanted to talk about that's on the agenda is how you get paid to use your own services. Very simple. I'm going to show you that in a few minutes, but before I show you that in a few minutes, let's say you did go to a restaurant or a movie and you recommended somebody. And the person went to the restaurant or the person went to the movie. And, the person liked the movie, they liked the restaurant, they liked the food, they agreed with you. Did you get paid because you sent that person? No, you probably didn't. And in fact, I know you didn't. So I'm going to show you how do you get paid in this. But in a few minutes. It's called personal residual income. So that's one way we get paid. We get paid in three forms of ways. The first way is with personal residual incomes. So if you get started with us, you can earn residual income on all your customers. Okay, so if let's say you get somebody started on a cell phone that you provided, and you help them to get a cell phone, right? You can get paid up to 10% of that of his every time he pays his bill residually. Now, I'm not going to think here that everybody knows what residual income is, but let me explain it real quick. Residual income is when you do something one time and you get paid for it over and over and over again. Okay, so let's say you introduce your friend to this service and you get him a nice little cell phone, right? He's got Verizon, so you switch over to your plan in Verizon, and now you get paid the residual income off of his bill, right? Up to 10%. That's great stuff. Now, the powerful thing of how we get paid is number two. The second way we get paid is called overriding residual income, which is even better than personal residual income. Why? Because now you get paid on whatever everyone else pays their bill 7 levels deep. That's pretty powerful. Let me explain how that works. So you get started and you get 2 people who wants to do the same thing that you do. Right? Now, those 2 people get customers. You're going to be getting 0.25% of their customers. And you're going to get paid all the way up to 7 levels deep. Now, that's pretty powerful stuff. Now, you don't know these people. You don't know anything about it, but I would think it's okay for you to get paid over them, right? So that's the power of overriding residual income. The sad part about all this I'm telling you about, folks, is that it's not taught in high school. It's not taught in college. It's not taught in any educational program of this wealth principle. It is unbelievable and powerful. Now, just for demonstrational purposes, I'm going to explain to you how powerful this is. Let's assume that you get people up to 10 services to buy 10 services from you. I'm going to show you how easy it is to get 10 services. In my own household, okay, 13 services, okay, because I have my cell phone, I've got DirecTV, I've got I've got my internet service, I've got my home phone on it. All of this I have all that stuff. I'm 10 of my own customers. I'm 12 of my own customers, excuse me. So that's pretty powerful, and it's pretty simple. So you can become your own. So let's just say you get 2 people who get 2, who get 2, who get 2, all the way 7 levels deep, right? Who all get 10 customers. That's all they do. Okay, 10 services, and their average bill is about $40, right? Now, you will get a residual income check because you get paid 7 levels deep. You can get a residual income check of $5,800. That's almost $6,000 a month residually for stuff that you only did one time and people in your team only did one time. That's pretty powerful stuff. That's exciting. Every time I see that, I get super excited. Now, how do you get started with our company? Very, very simple. It's an initial franchise fee of $499. Now, what do you get for $499? Simple. You get a website. well, a storefront, a website storefront, online store that's hosted, maintained, and everything for you. It's just a one-time fee. There's no residual fees or nothing like that. You don't have to pay any auto ship or anything like that. You get customer service, and ACN. You just point people to your site. They shop on your site all day long. It's a one-stop shop thing, and ACN takes care of the rest. That's pretty powerful. Now, earlier I said there were 3 ways of getting paid. I'm going to show you the 3rd way of getting paid. And this is pretty exciting stuff here. Okay, very, very, very powerful. You see, because you can earn bonuses throughout your whole journey here with ACN. So you start out, you get qualified. By qualified, what you got to do is you got to get a couple of services. Okay, just a few. Like I said, in my own household, I'm 12. Okay, so that's real simple. Once you do that, you convert a couple of things in your house, and you're qualified. Simple to do. Okay, now next step is to get to executive team trainer, or ETT. You do that by introducing 2 business partners, okay, and show them how to get qualified. Once you do that, you become ETT. Now when you do that, the important thing about that is you're now qualified to earn up to $3,000 per month on bonuses. Your next step in your next journey is to become an executive team leader. How do you do that? You introduce 3 people, so all you need is one more person, and you teach that one other person, all 3 of those people that you have, to be ETTs, basically to get to QTTs. Very simple process. Now when you reach that level, you'll be able to earn up to $7,000 per month just on bonuses. I'm not talking about the residual here, guys. I'm just talking about bonuses. Your next step is when it gets very interesting. You get to team coordinator. Okay, now this gets really, real exciting, because in team coordinator, you earn up to $25,000 per month in, as a team coordinator. That's game-changing money. Okay. After that is regional director. You can earn up to $30,000 per month. Then as RVP, regional vice president, the floodgates open up. Why? Because remember I said you paid up to 7 levels deep. Well, when you reach this level, you get paid infinity levels deep. Okay, on all the residual. I'm talking about residual income. Plus, you get all these bonuses up to $50,000 per month. Pretty exciting stuff. And the last level to get is the SVP. They don't even put the money down here because it's ridiculous money. It's a 6-figure per month income. That's what I'm going to say about that position. And all these positions, these are the top 4 positions in the company. You're eligible for the annual retreat, which is exciting stuff. Now, here's a balanced compensation plan that we have, folks. Very, very important that you understand this balanced compensation plan, because you start out and you start getting these bonuses. That's the first thing you do, and that's the first thing. It just levels up. You just get bonuses, and that's initially how you're going to get paid. Those are the checks. Now, eventually, the residual checks start coming in. They start kicking in because people are paying their bills. Month after month after month, those residuals come in, and eventually, the residual commissions catch up to your bonuses. Now, the moment that your residual, the moment that all your bills in your house are covered in the form of a residual check, you're financially independent. It's as simple as that. Now, everything that I talked to you about today, folks, is very exciting stuff. But the best part of everything that we do is this: the training and the support. See, because you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Okay, the reason I'm saying that is because, did you guys know that over 93% of the franchises like McDonald's, Burger King, Subway, whatever those franchises, they have a 93% success rate. Why? Because of training and support. But the only difference between McDonald's, Burger King, and all this stuff, when you open that up, you got to shell out at least $250,000. At least that's the last I heard. With ACN, it's $499 one time. That's it. and you get all the training and support on how to be successful. You see, we're going to teach you how to do this business, and we're going to teach you how to win, because the only way you're successful, the only way we're successful, is that if you're successful. And that's, we have a vested interest in your success. So, right about now, there should be a button that popped up that says more information right below. Here's what I want you to do with this information. See, because every single time that I do these types of meetings, there are 3 types of people, and I'm going to break those 3 people down. I just ask you to stay here for just for a few minutes. We're almost done. The first type of person is a person that says, you know, it sounds good, but I'm not interested. This is not for me. Great. If that's you, that's not a problem. This is not for everybody. Frankly, we're not looking for everybody. The only thing I ask you is that you support the person that invited you to this call, to this presentation, and by the form of, you know, checking out one of the services, because I'm sure we'll be able to save money for you on either one or more of these services. And how do you do that? I'm going to show you real quick. Just follow these 3 simple steps. Number 1, I want you to click on the more information button below. Then I want you to click on the link that says I'm not interested, but I'd like to support my friend. And then I'll just enter your name and your email address and your phone number and the name of the person who invited you. And they'll get back to you very shortly, maybe within the next 24 hours, and help you save money on one or more of these services. Okay? Now, the second type of person that says, you know what, this is very interesting and I really love it, but I have some questions. For you folks, I have 3 simple steps to follow. I want you to click on the link below that says more information. Then select the link that's labeled I'm interested, but I have some questions. And then I want you to enter your name, your email address, your phone number, and the name of the person who invited you. Now, once you do that, within 24 hours, the person who invited you or myself will call you and answer any questions that you may have. Okay? Now, the third type of person is the person that was just like me. You know, they see it and they say they're very interested and want to find out how to get started right now. For you, I say, great, hold your horses, because I want you to follow 4 simple steps, okay? I want you to click on the link below that says more information. Then click on the link that's labeled I'm interested in getting paid to use these services. Then enter your name, your email address, phone number, name of the person who invited you. Then either myself or that person is going to call you immediately after this presentation and get you started today. So without further ado, folks, that's the end of this presentation. Whether you're person 1, 2, or 3, I want to thank you for coming out and supporting the person that came, that invited you. Just by you showing up was a tremendous help. I want to thank you, and I'll see you all at the top. Take care, folks. Bye for now.